What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg and I'm going to show you how to get this classic skull makeup. I love doing skulls for Halloween because I'm just fascinated by them, first of all. Second of all, they're really easy. Third of all, it's inexpensive because you don't need a costume. You can just throw in whatever clothes or get like a skeleton jumpsuit for like 20 bucks and call it a day. You don't need a ton of extravagant makeup. It seems like a lot, but it's really simple. Today I did use some face paint. However, fear not, if you don't have face paint or you don't want to buy it just to use it once or once a year, you can use the NYX Jumbo pencils. I absolutely love using those. You need a white one, so the one in milk, and a black one in black bean, and it will cost you $7 for two of them, and that's all you really need for a skull look. Other things I used was a liquid liner. I used white eyeshadow, black eyeshadow, and two different brown eyeshadows, so it's very limiting on supplies, and chances are you already have this at home with you. If not, you can go to the drugstore and pick up a cheap palette for only a couple of dollars. So realistically, you could probably spend under $10 on this makeup look for Halloween. Not a bad deal. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Be sure to subscribe because I'm doing Halloween looks all month long like everyone else. If you'd like to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. I will have more content coming your way, and let's get into it. Of course, Luna's back here chilling with me. I am not really familiar with using these paints, so I'm still gonna prime my face how I normally would because I don't want my pores to be emphasized. Yep. That's probably a precursor to how this tutorial is gonna go, but this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. I am starting this look at midnight, so I'm pretty not with it. And also because I have dry skin, I'm going to use my Hangover Primer by Too Faced. And I'll give that a few seconds to soak in. So what I'm personally going to do, I'm going to map out where I want the paint to be. So I'm just going to use a really soft matte brown shadow. You can do this step if you want. You can use like a white pencil for this if you want to. I just know that the shadow will be easy to wipe away if I do have any mistakes. So for this, I am just taking the accent brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to start with my cheekbones. To help get the shape for the temple, I'm just taking a brush and flattening it. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I'm like a perfectionist, so I need things to look a certain way. So this is just something that is helpful to someone like me. So that just kind of, if I take this brush and I flatten it, it just kind of gives me like the right amount of space that I do need for this. You don't have to do like this whole temple thing. It's just the style that Crispy does, and I really like that style. And I just use like an angled foundation brush to get that shape. So now that we're mapping things out, we can kind of get an idea of where things are gonna go. For the cheekbone, I just kind of followed my natural cheekbone area, and then I wanted to see how far out I want the mouth to go. So you can kind of use your own mouth for this if you want. I mean, realistically, I could have taken this back to here, but I wanted to really draw it in for more of a sunken in look. So that's why I brought it in so far. Alright, so for now, I'm gonna just draw the nose on, and I'm just gonna use a black liquid liner. So the tip for the nose is that I really like to do mine uneven, so typically I'll have this side be shorter than this side. And you just want to draw points and then make it round at the bottom. I'm just going to set that because even though it's still wet and it'll probably set matte, I want to make sure it's not shiny. You can also fill this in with a NYX pencil. I absolutely love the Jumbo pencils by NYX. Basically, to do a skull look, all you need is the one in black bean and milk, and you are set, and it's $7, and it's so inexpensive and easy. So you can either fill it in with your liquid liner or fill it in with this, but I'm gonna set it with a black shadow. I'm gonna be using Blackout by Urban Decay because it is a super matte black shade. And then for white shadow, I do have a white in this Morphe 12P palette, and then if I wanna keep it more like a cream color, I have this cream from the KKW Beauty palette. Alright, so for the eye shape, I just followed my orbital bone, and I will see, but I kind of want to do like a little flick out here, but we'll see how it goes once we get the paints on. So now I'm going to dip into my Mayron palette, and I'm going to start with the, oh, do I want to start with the white or the black? I guess I'll start with the white first, and then move my way to the black. This is my first time really using these, so I'm so nervous / excited. I am now going to set the paint, so I'm taking the matte black and matte white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to set down everything. This is my first time using these paints, and it's a little bit inconsistent, especially with the white, so I definitely need to figure out how to use these and make them look better. Alrighty, now that we have everything set, it is very stark and almost panda-like looking, so now I'm going to add some depth into the shadow. So I'm just gonna go back in with some browns. So these two browns here from the KKW Mario palette, I'm gonna take and use some shading around the edges so it's not so contrasting. I'm taking the darker taupier brown with that accent brush, and I'm just going along the edge of the black with this. And once I have those edges a little bit fuzzed out, I'm gonna go in with that warmer, more camel colored eyeshadow. And I'm taking that on a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna use that to really blend and diffuse the edges. You don't need to use these exact eyeshadows again, but any sort of dark brown or taupey dark brown that you have will work for more shadow work, and then to just blend it out and help it look a little bit more grungy. Any sort of warmer camel brown will work, or medium brown. Alright, I messed up because I forgot I wasn't filming, I was concentrating so hard. So all I did was start to add the teeth, and I'm going to walk you through it. So I just basically drew lines out from side to side. And then to get this shape of the teeth, I put most pressure near the center, and then I lightened it so it kind of like fades. So I'm going to show you how to do that right here. So pressure, and then fade it out. Just like that, so you don't have like such stark, harsh lines. And then I'm actually gonna do a little bit of shading around the teeth area, I think. Less is more, and I should probably stop, but we all know I have that problem. So what I'm going to do is go back into the two brown shadows, and hopefully I can correct this if it doesn't look great, but I'm just going to start taking this camel brown shade right around up here. And then I'm just kind of following the like natural shape of my lip line of going upwards. And I just kind of followed my chin shape right there. And whatever is left, I'm just gonna fade out. Now I'm gonna go in with the darker brown ever so slightly and lightly. Just to add slightly more dimension and grittiness to it. I'm just focusing this more on the chin area, just kind of to get that shadow, and then also right up through here. I'm just kind of going right in between the teeth marks, and I'm pinching my brush to make it skinny enough. Then if you feel like the shadow is covering up some of the teeth, you can just kind of go back over to redefine it. This may be a mistake, but I'm going to take a wee bit of black shadow and just kind of ooh, I like that. Okay, cool. I am actually obsessed with how this ended up turning out. I'm kind of tempted to bring this down. Alrighty, I am ready to call it on this skull makeup. I'm like actually obsessed with how this turned out. I think it's super easy. It took me about an hour to do, so it's not something that's like super time consuming. So I really hope you guys found this tutorial helpful and like this more simplistic skull. Alrighty, I have fixed my hair. I kind of debated on bringing this down, but I kind of like stopped myself because... So anyways, all I did was take my hair out of the braids that I had it in, and this is good enough for me. It would look really cute if you curled your hair. I mean, it's really, how much more simple could you get for a costume? I hope this was easy to follow along with. I hope you guys learned something new today. Let me know in the comments below, what would you like to see from me next? I would love to take any requests that you may have. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe before you leave if you aren't already. And if you have, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.